Hello, and welcome to another set of battles in Go Battle League Season 13. So this time around, we are going to be taking on the Electric Cup. So it's all electric Pokemon, with the exception of a few that would absolutely be too broken for this cup. So yeah, all electric types, all the time. Ultimately, we'll see if we're able to handle. But before we begin, let's go ahead and just kind of recap where we're at least in terms of ranking. Right now, we are currently sitting in Ace rank with an ELO of 21-33. I believe we went up ever so slightly during the Weather Cup last week, or I think this past Thursday. Not past Thursday, past Saturday. I'm sorry. And with that ELO, we were able to accomplish that. After 225 battles, we got ourselves a cool 131 wins out of it. So pretty solid there at the very least. So yeah, let's go ahead and see how well we do in the Electric Cup. See if we're able to climb up the rankings a little bit more, or are we going to see a steady decline that we need to recover from. Always the question, but knock on wood, hopefully things go well. But I mean, only one way to find out. As we jump into the basic rewards, jump into the Electric Cup, and first team we're going to be rocking with is going to be the Alolan Graveler up front, rocking Rock Throw as well as Rock Blast and Stone Edge, if I recall correctly. Hanging out in the middle is apparently Great League's poster child now, Lantern, rocking Water Gun this time, as well as Surf and Thunderbolt. And finally, to close things out, we have ourselves Galvantula, rocking Fury Cutter, as well as Lunge and Energy Ball. So the team all set. Let's go ahead and find our first match. Hoping for good things. Excuse me. Alright, with that, first matchup is going to be against Alex Dom. Alright, and with that, first matchup's going to be up against another Galvantula, so that's a solid start for us. And with that, we're going to swap on out for Hisuian Electrode, into which case I can swap out for my Galvantula. With that, I'm going to try and tank out this next move. I think even if it is Energy Ball, we should be able to tank it out just fine. Oh, it's going to be Wild Charge. Oof. It's not very effective, but still hurts quite a bit. Does pack itself quite a punch there. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and shield out this next one. It is going to be another Wild Charge. Very thankful I shielded that. And with that, we are able to Fury Cutter the rest of the Electrode away. So that's pretty solid. And with that, there, Galvantula has returned. In which case, we do have a couple of lunges that we can lunge their way. And with that, we're able to take out the first shield. And let's see if we can either take out a second shield or do some decent neutral damage. We are able to take out the second shield. Alright. With that, they've opted to swap out for their Lantern. And if that's the case, I'm going to swap out for my own Lantern. And it'll be the Battle of Neutral Damage. And I'm pretty sure I know what they're trying to launch for, but fortunately for me, I'm able to get my Thunderbolt off first. We should be able to pack some decent neutral damage that way. Get them right in the red. With that, it could be possible that they've actually been aiming for Thunder this whole time, so that's definitely going to hurt. Okay, but it is going to be another Thunderbolt, so in that case, we're hanging in okay. With that, we're able to farm the rest of the Lantern with our Water Gun. With that, though, they do come back with the Galvantula, with the charge move at the ready, so we'll go ahead and I think we'll go ahead and say goodbye. Oh no! Lantern lived. What are the odds of that? Anyway, with that, we'll go ahead and fire a Surf their way. Get some pretty decent neutral damage. And with that, we'll send back the Alolan Graveler. But before we finish them off with our rocks, they went ahead and called it a night. So can start off nice with the win. Heyo. GG's all around. Excuse me. Alright. So off to a solid start. So far we are 1 for 1. Let's go ahead and see if we can double that to make it a 2 for 2 as we search for and hopefully enter into our next match. There we go. Alright, well, that next matchup is going to be against Alhaz. Alhaz what she said. No, it was a great. Sorry, that was a terrible joke. Anyway, first matchup is going to be up against an Alolan Gravita. So we're currently duking it out in the mirror match. With that, they are able to get to, I'm assuming it's going to be Rock Blast. So we'll go ahead and try and tank that out, see if we can. Ooh, does get us well into the red. Ooh, with that, they do swap out for the Lantern. In which case, I'm going to be chucking some rocks at the fish. Alright, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap right on out for my Galvantula. I don't know why I said like they swapped out for their Galvantula. I'm swapping out for mine. Anyway, they go ahead and hit us with the Surf. Definitely does pack quite a punch, that Surf does. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and chuck a Lunge their way. Hopefully I can get some good neutral damage or a Shield. Shield would be nice too. Oh, no. Just some pretty good neutral damage. I'll take it, I'll take it. And with that, we're going to go ahead and Shield out here. And hopefully I can Fury Cutter the rest of Lantern before they get to another Surf. But I'm not 100% sure. Okay, yeah, we are. Okay, we're solid there. Ooh, with that, they do come back with the Graveler. I am going to be launching an Energy Ball, but I'm guessing they're going to Shield out here. Oh no! There we go, tank it, okay. I can respect that. And with that, the final mon to deal with is going to be their Galvantula, into which case all I have left is my Lantern. That we are up 2 Pokemon against their 1 Galvantula, but they do out-shield us, which is a little concerning. Luckily for me, it does look like we're able to pack ourselves some pretty nice neutral damage, if anything. With that, oh, they're going in hot with the Energy Ball. Okay. Ooh, do they have enough energy for another Energy Ball? Very possible. Yeah, it's gotta be another Energy Ball. That's gonna be a one and done for my Lantern. Do I have enough left in my Graveler? I do! Excuse me. Whew, cutting it a little close there, but we're able to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Went so good, it got me dying. A little too close for comfort. I need water. I know it's not good to have water this close to this much electricity, but it's still important to stay hydrated. Also important to not get electrocuted, but you know, if you can stay hydrated without getting electrocuted, highly recommend. Let that be the takeaway, I guess, as we move on to match number 3 of this set against Yash 80226. Alright, Yash, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Togedemaru. Interesting. I think for the most part, I'm not doing super effective damage, but I don't think I have anything that can super effective me. I don't remember if Togedemaru knows steel moves. It knows Fell Stinger, so we're fine there. It does raise its attack, which is a little concerning, but I think for the most part, we're able to outdo the Togedemaru here, even if we're not as effective against it. So with that, we'll go ahead and stick it out for now. Hope for the best. Try and take this out as well. This may be a bit of a risk, but I'm willing to chance it. It's going to be another Fell Stinger. Does get us well into the yellow, but for the most part, we're hanging in okay. We're hanging in okay. With that, try chance it again. Really pushing my luck here. Ooh, it's gonna be Gyro Ball. Okay. Okay. They got me good there. They got me good there. With that though, we're able to finish off the Togedemaru with the remainder of my lantern. With that, they swap out for the Hisuian Electrode, into which case I swap out for my Galvantula. With that, they do swap out for their own Alolan Graveler, so I'm in a bit of a rough mismatch position here. That is for certain. And with that though, we are saying goodbye to our I already forgot what to call them. We are saying goodbye to our Galvantula. RIP, buddy, you have served well. And that though, we are able to water gun the rest of the Graveler away, so we got that going for us. And with that, the only remaining Pokemon to deal with is going to be the Electrode. This is gonna cut a little close, a little down to the wire moment right here. And with that, we're just gonna keep on firing the Surfs, because that's kind of our best bet at this point. And with that, they are coming in with what I can only assume to be an Energy Ball. I'm gonna go ahead and shield out here. It is indeed Energy Ball. With that, we have another Surf at the ready, so we'll go ahead and fire that off. And hopefully, they don't have themselves... Oh! The Surf is actually enough to finish off the Electrode and secure ourselves victory number 3 of this set. So I'll take that. I'll take that. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so at the very least, we are guaranteed... Excuse me. At the very least, we are guaranteeing ourselves a positive win-loss out of this set with 3 wins out of 5. But we do still have 2 more matches left in us, so we might as well see if we can bump it up to either a 4 or a full 5 of 5. Might as well, might as well. We'll see if we can keep this win train going as we go against Mike Platinum for match number 4. Alright, Mike, what do you got? First matchup's going to be up against an Electrode. Oh, buddy, okay. So definitely want to be wary of their Energy Ball, but I think I charge faster. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shield out here just in case they already have enough energy for the Energy Ball. Okay, there's going to be an Energy Ball. With that, they swap out for the Lantern. Okay. In which case, I'm going to chuck a rock at them and then swap out for my Galvantula. And with that, we're going to go ahead and set up a lunge their way. We'll get some pretty decent neutral damage right there. With that, I'm going to go ahead and shield out here just to keep my Galvantula alive as long as I possibly can. And with that, I don't think I'm able to outpace it to its Surf. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and fire off a lunge, finish off the Lantern, and with that, we are now face to face with their own Galvantula. Ooh, this one rocking the Vote Switch. Okay. It's definitely got fast charge on its side, that is for certain. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring back my rocks, into which case they're going to swap out for their Hisuian Electrode. Ooh, and I think in this case they probably do already have their Energy Ball at the ready. Yep, so we're going to be saying goodbye to our Geodude here. RIP, buddy, you have served well. With that, I'm going to go ahead and swap right on out for my Galvantula, who is able to Fury Cutter the remainder of the Electrode. With that, we are, I believe at this point, we're going to be saying goodbye to our Galvantula here. RIP, buddy, you have served well. And with that, the final mon that we have with us is going to be our Lantern. I think they're going to get to I think they have an Energy Ball ready right now, so it's a matter of how well we're able to survive that. Oh no, it's going to be Lunge. Okay, okay. does give us a window of opportunity, so we'll go ahead and fire off a surf their way. And is it enough? Oh, they had a shield left. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is definitely going to be where it ultimately ends for us. I totally didn't realize they still had a shield left. That's on me. Oh, they're firing off discharge. Oh, okay, but it does still pack enough neutral damage to ultimately finish off our lantern. So RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. I just gotta keep an eye out on those shields. Totally forgot they had an extra shield. It happens, it happens. Anyway, at the very least, we are currently 3 wins, 1 loss. Ultimately, this match will determine whether or not we go 4-1 or if we're 3-2. Ultimately, we'll find that out as we go into match number 5 against Damien 10. Alright, Damien, what do you got? First matchup's going to be up against a Din. Din. Oh. There you are. Okay. We got ourselves a match. Good, 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 good. I was getting a little concerned there because nothing was happening on your end, but we're good, we're good. Alright, with that, I'm going to try and tank out this one. I'm assuming it's going to be play rough. It is. Packing some nasty neutral damage on their end. Alright, with that though, we are able to get some pretty decent neutral damage off on them as well, so we have that going for us. With that, I am going to go ahead and use up my first shield here, just because it's going to be discharged, but I do want to keep my Lowland Graveler alive for just a little bit longer, maybe even a little bit longer than that, as I swap out for my Garaventula. With that, they have swapped in for their Raikou, so I'm expecting a Shadow Ball in my near future. With that though, we can go ahead and start chipping away at their shields, if only by a little bit. We'll go ahead and shield out here, just in case it is Shadow Ball heading in our direction. Oh, it's going to be Wild Charge. Interesting, interesting. Alright, with that, it does leave me wide open to a potential Shadow Ball in my near future, so I gotta be a little careful of that. Let's see if they double charge. They do double charge. Ooh, and my Galvantula lives. That's a surprising feat. I was not expecting that. Okay. So with that, the only one left to deal with is going to be the Lantern. Fortunately, we do have Energy Ball at the ready, so we'll go ahead and fire that their way. Get them well into the yellow. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap out for my own Lantern. We should be able to... I'm pretty sure we should be able to handle anything that their Lantern throws our way. Even if it is Thunder. It's going to be Thunderbolt. Okay, so with that... Gonna go ahead and fire Surf their way, and I believe this should pretty much mark the end of the match. Yep, there we go. And with that, we secure ourselves victory number 4 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Right, so with that, we are off to a solid start in our Electric Cup career, I guess. We got ourselves a solid 4 wins out of 5 on that one, so I'll go ahead and claim this 900 Stardust, this Charge TM. Always very nice to have. We also got ourselves a Dratini. Gotta use Pineapple Berry, could use the extra candies, who knows. Alright, there we go. We got ourselves a brand new Dratini. There we go. Pretty good stats, but I'm going to go ahead and transfer you out. Oh, we got the XL candy. It's very valuable right now. And with that, we got ourselves 3 rare candies as well. And we are showing some progress going up as we reach 2178 in our ELO. So, solid stuff there. Also, that Stardust, also really nice. So, with that... Alright, with that, we are off to a strong start. I'll drink to that. Anyway, got ourselves a solid 4 wins out of 5 to start the evening. With that, let me go ahead and... I remember this team. This team did solid out there. Not gonna lie. Alright, but we're mixing it up a little bit. We're moving on with a brand new team for set number 2. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they're able to perform as well as the team from set 1, but we'll see. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. And with that, we'll go ahead and jump into the basic rewards. We're going to jump into the Electric Cup. And starting out, we have ourselves Manectric, rocking, I believe it's Snarl, as well as Overheat and Psychic Fangs. So I'm curious to see how that's going to work out. In the middle, we have ourselves a Shiny Flex in the form of Minun. I believe you are rocking... Yep, Quick Attack, Grass Knot, and Discharge. And yep, Snarl, Overheat, and Psychic Fangs. And at the end, we have our 100% IV Electrode, rocking Volt Switch, as well as Foul Play and Hyper Beam. Alright, so that is the squad. Let's see how they do. Shall find out as we jump into first match of the set against Lobelia SB. Alright, Lobelia, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Minun. And we're also facing off against the dreaded weak connection. Rather unfortunate, but it is what it is. With that, we're going to go ahead and fire off a Psychic Fangs their way. They do some decent neutral damage. Yep, there we go. And with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and shield up my Manectric. I think, if I recall correctly, Manectric kind of leans towards the Glass Cannon-y side. Speaking of Glass Cannon-y, we have ourselves a Galvantula who has succumbed to the Overheat. We're off to a solid start there. And with that, though, they go ahead and swap in for a Lantern, in which case I will swap in for my Electrode. Probably should have swapped in for the Minun now that I think about it, but you know. Hindsight is 2020. Anyway, we may not be packing super effective damage with Grass Knot, but we do have neutral damage coming in with Foul Play, which is shielded off. I can expect that. With that, I'm going to still hang on to my shield here because we do have Minun in the back, who I think is able to carry us pretty far. Should the Electrode succumb to the Lantern here. And with that, though, we do have another Foul Play that we can go ahead and fire off. That way we're able to take out their second shield, which is very nice. And with that, we're saying goodbye to Electrode. RIP, buddy, you have served well. And with that, we're going to go ahead and bring in the Minun. With that, I'm going to try and tank out the first move. I'm pretty sure we should be able to tank out anything we throw away. It's going to be Surf. Still in the green, so we're solid there. With that, I'm feeling risky. Is that a good idea? Probably not, but you know. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and fire off the Grass Knot here. Hopefully that finishes off the Lantern. Yes, it does. And with that, we just have the rest of their Minun to deal with. That we might have been cutting a little bit too close with Energy Ball, so I'm gonna go ahead and fire off a Discharge there. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and swap back in for Manectric. I will go ahead and shield out here, and then we'll go ahead and attack with, I believe I just have enough energy for Psychic Fang. Oh, we do have for Overheat. Pretty sure Psychic Fang still has enough power to finish off the Minun, but there's no kill like overkill, so Overheat it is. Alright, and with that, we're able to secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so once again, off to a fairly solid start with 1 win out of 1. Let's go ahead and see if we can keep the ball rolling, go for that 2 for 2 as we move on and find our next match. Whoever they may be. Excuse me. Oop, there we go. Alright, match number 2 of this set is going to be up against Jesus 201619, or Jesus 201619, however that goes. Anyway, first matchup is going to be up against a Lantern. In this particular case, my nuke move has kind of been rendered ineffective. With that, I'm just going to go ahead and fire off a Psychic Fangs and dip. Dip right on over to Mamainoon over here, into which case we are going to be facing off against a Galvantula. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Grass Knot. I think they resist it, but... oh yeah, they do. But it still does quite a decent chunk of damage there, so I will take it. Thank you very much. With that, I'm going to go ahead and shield out here, protect my Minoon at all costs. And with that, hitting us back with lunge. With that, we'll go ahead and chuck a discharge their way, either do some resisted damage or take out their shield. We do manage to take a shield, so I will take that. Thank you very much. That, I'm going to go ahead and shield out again. I'm assuming it's going to be another lunge. Yes, it is. Okay. Unfortunately, I do not think I'm able to finish them off with the rest of my quick attack, so we're going to go ahead and fire off a discharge their way. Finish off the remainder of the Galvantula. And with that, the next mon we have to deal with is going to be the Hisuian Electrode. So we'll go ahead and counter with the OG Electrode. It's a battle of old versus new. But which one's the old and which one's the new? That is the real question. Anyway, go ahead and fire off a Foul Play their way. Some pretty decent damage in. And with that, they're going to swap back in for the Lantern. And they're going to finish off my... Electrode there. RIP, buddy, as well. With that, I'm going to go ahead and swap on in for Minoon, who I believe is also going to be finished off by the Lantern here with the Surf. Yep. So RIP Minoon, you have served well. And with that, the final mon that we have to use is going to be Manectric, who I'm hoping is at least able to take out one Surf here. Barely, but we are still alive. I think we are going to be losing this match here no matter what, but we might as well fire off one final Psychic Fang for good measure. And with that way, at the very least, managed to take out their second shield before Lantern absolutely walled my entire team. So, our RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so with that, we are currently sitting at 1 win, 1 loss. With 3 matches left to go, let's see if we can turn the tide back in our favor and get ourselves a positive win-loss by the end of this. Assuming we are able to find ourselves a match to do such a thing. Do I have time for water? The answer is yes, just enough. As we move into match number 3, which is going to be up against XX25 Aiden 25XX. That's a lot of X's, friend. Alright, with that, first matchup is going to be up against a Lantern. In which case, I'm going to swap in for my Electrode this time. Last time was Minoon, this time is going to be Electrode. I think we got a little bit extra of that neutral damage goodness possibly going on with Electrode. And with that though, they swap out for the Alolan Gadavada. Into which case I am going to continue chucking as many foul plays I can before I inevitably bite the dust. In any event, we were able to take out a shield there, so that was kind of nice. With that, we ultimately say goodbye to our Electrode there. RIP, buddy, you have served well. With that, I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Manectric. Who I am going to want to shield out as many of these as I possibly can. Gonna be Rock Blast. Okay. Up there they are. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Thought I lost connection with them for a second. In any event, we're gonna go ahead and fire off a Psychic Fang their way. With some decent damage, or take out the shield. Okay. Decent damage it is. I'm gonna go ahead and shield out once again, and then I'm gonna go ahead and swap right on out for... Actually, no, I'm gonna try stick it out here, do one last Psychic Fangs. Like so. Either take out the Graveler or take out the shield. Okay, it's gonna be the Graveler. In that case, they're gonna bring back the Lantern, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring in the Minoon. Hopefully we have ourselves just enough bulk to be able to survive a decent amount of surfs that I'm assuming are gonna be coming our way. Gets us right in the yellow, but we're hanging in there just fine. Ooh, with that though, they do swap out for the Galvantula. In which case, I'll be still firing this Grass Knot, get them right into the yellow. But with that, I'm assuming they're probably going to be finishing us off with Lunge? Lunge or... either Lunge or Energy Ball is going to finish us off, but... And with that... we might be able to finish off the Galvantula with Psychic Fangs, but I'm not sure if we're going to be able to fight off the rest of the... Oh no, they decided to shield there, so... Unfortunately, that does mark the end for us there. RIPs, but nonetheless, GG's and GG's all around. Cosmic14X, thank you very much for the follow, and Twitch Rob13, both to you and Cosmic, hello and welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Oh, and thank you very much for the follow as well. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, welcome, welcome. Came in at a little bit of a rough time considering we just got a lot now. But yeah, unfortunately we started out with a loss, but or unfortunately this match was a loss, but still welcome. Can I add you? Sure. Excuse me. Can go ahead and... Oh, excuse me. Oh, my dinner's fighting me. Anyway, yeah, sure. Let me go ahead and share my friend code. I'll leave it in chat, so if anyone else wants to... I do need to make a couple of adjustments here real quick. Give me one moment. I need to... Yeah, I think there's just gonna be 2 spaces in my friend list now. But anyway. Oh. So the good news is there's a little bit of room in my friends list now. Bad news, it's not a lot. Should have a command for like Pokemon Go friend codes. Or commands in general. I need to learn how to stream. Anyway. Yeah, so there's my friend code. If you want to send out a friend request, feel free. If you also want to share your own friend codes down below or in the chat, it's always cool too. I have no qualms with that. Friend request has been sent. There you are. PokeRob 007. Go ahead and send you a gift too while we're at it. Charmander sticker, according to Wave High. Gotta be friendly. Anyway. Alright, I'll try and send gifts as best as I can. I can't promise anything, but hopefully I'll fairly friendly. Oh yes, the gifts will be coming from the state of Hawaii. So if anyone's in need of ocean, I can send ocean. Or, sorry, the ocean design for Vivillon. To be a little bit more specific. So yeah. Again, I'll try my best to remain consistent with gifts, but you have to be patient with me. I don't go to the outside much. I prefer to stay cooped in and just let me stay in my corner with my Magikarp hat. Anyway. Sorry, moving on forward. Right now we are currently 1 win, 2 losses with this team. Not a particularly great place to be, but you know, we still got time, we still got chance. We got 2 more matches left in us, so we might as well see if we can still end tonight on a positive win-loss. I mean, ultimately, there's only one way to find out as we look for our next opponent. Okay, there we go. Match number 4 has been found, and it's going to be against Rafael Nalda. Alright, Rafael, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Luxray. Kind of damage you pack in. You're packing that hidden power. Definitely doing some damage, but it's not a ground type one, as we're not suffering from super effective damage, so that's kind of nice. With that, I'm going to go ahead and actually swap on right on out for my Electrode. With that, I think I should be able to tank out anything that Luxray throws my way. It's going to be Psychic Fangs. We're okay there. We lose a little bit of our defense, unfortunately, but that is what it is. With that, though, they do swap in for the Shiny Flex, Alolan Geodude. So I can respect that. With that, I think we're going to be saying goodbye to our Electrode here. RIP, buddy, I've served well. And with that, I'm going to swap in for my Minun. With that, so I'm going to try tank it. Rock Blast. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, with that, let's see if they've been paying attention. I'm going to go ahead and fire a Discharge their way. I think it's some... Do I take a shield? I do not, but I still do quite a decent chunk of damage there, so I'll take that. With that though, I am going to go ahead and shield out here. That's okay, it's going to be another Rock Blast. Definitely would have killed that time, I'm pretty certain. Alright, with that, I do have just enough energy to fire off a Grass Knot. Go ahead and fire that, see if they decide to use up their shield here, or, yep, we do. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. And with that, we are 1 shield above, but they are 1 full poke. They have a Pokemon with full health on them, so I'm a little concerned. And I'm pretty much down to my last bit of health, so I think this is pretty much going to be loss number 3 for me and a negative set overall. So RIP's there. But in any event, GG's all around. I think with that, it's a little bit on the later side, but we might as well try and mix up the team formula a little bit. I think I'm going to start out with Minun this time around. I think we have better bulk overall, and my headset is coming off. We have better bulk overall, I think, and you know, we're still pretty spammy, so I'll try and see if that works out for us as we go against Zordy as our final match. Alright, with that, first match is going to be against their Shiny Flex Lantern. I can respect that. And with that, let's see if they've been paying attention or if they believe their bulk is going to cover them through this. I could believe. Fire off a Discharge, and yep, they're sitting perfectly fine. With that, I believe we should be able to tank out at least 1 Surf from them. Should be okay, we should be okay. Okay, yep. Get right into the yellow, but we're still sitting pretty. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Grass Knot their way. I'll take a shield or finish off the Lantern. I'll take that. Alright, so one down, and now it's up against the Galvantula. With that, I'm going to start shielding up here. That is for certain. Okay, so with that, we're going to go ahead and fire off a Psychic Fang their way. Let's see if we take a shield. We do. Okay, that's good. With that, I'm going to go ahead and shield up again. I'm assuming it's going to be another lunge. Yep, it's going to be another lunge. And with that, are you going to save your last shield, or are you saving your Galvantula? I wonder. Oh, you're saving your Galvantula. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Psychic Fangs your way. It's definitely not going to do as much of a punch as Overheat would, but, you know. And with that, unfortunately, we will be saying goodbye to our Manectric here. R.I.P. buddy, you have served well. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap out for Minun. Just kidding, we're going to swap out instead for our... Oh, excuse me. Electrode against their Togedemaru. And with that, they're going to hit us with the Fell Stinger. Unfortunately, it doesn't do much, but it does raise their attack, so I gotta be a little bit wary of that. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Foul Play their way. Ooh, get some good neutral damage there. That. Are you gonna continue to fire off Fell Stingers? Oh, nope, you're going straight for the Wild Charge there. Oh, buddy, okay. Can I get you out before you get your charge? I got a little greedy. There, I will admit. That's the greed talking. Unfortunately, we're saying goodbye to our... Yeah, unfortunately, we do say goodbye to the Electrode, but we do have enough energy for a Grass Knot, which I think... Yeah, is indeed enough to finish off the Galvantula. And with a sliver of health, we're able to secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so unfortunately that does mean we're going to be taking a couple steps back in terms of our ELO, but you know, we still got a respectable 2 wins out of 5, so I'll take it. With it, we get ourselves 900 Stardust as well as a fast TM, and yep, we got kicked back down to 2161. A little unfortunate, but we got 3750 Stardust out of it, so I'll take it. Alright, so started off the day strong with a 4 wins out of 5. Tanked down a little bit with 2 wins out of 5 in this most recent match, so not particularly great, but not terrible, so I'll leave it at that. Yeah, but with that, I'm going to go ahead and retire this team and move on to team number 3. Hopefully we'll be able to do a little bit better with this next upcoming team. Okay. Sorry, headset slowly falling off. Yeah, with that, I'll go ahead and see if we can improve a little bit as we move into set number 3. We'll jump into basic rewards, the Electric Cup, and this time around we're going to be starting out with Luxray up at the front. We will be rocking Snarl as well as Psychic Fangs and Wild Charge, I believe. Hanging out in the middle, we have ourselves the Alolan Golem, rocking Rock Throw as well as Rock Blast and Stone Edge, I believe. And finally, to close things out, we have Hisuian Electrode, rocking Spark, Thunderbolt, and Grass Knot. You know, it's probably better if I actually show. We have, Snarl, Psychic Fangs and Wild Charge on the Luxray. We have Rock Throw, Stone Edge, and Rock Blast on Alolan Golem. And we have, oh, there we go, Thunder Shock, Wild Charge, and Energy Ball on the Hisuian, Electrode. Alright, so with the team set, let's go ahead and see how we do. Alright, that first matchup is going to be up against Samdell 1221. Alright, Samdell, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Lantern. That we're definitely taking some pretty nasty damage from that water gun there. Then we'll go ahead and fire off a Psychic Fangs, get a decent chunk of damage in. Ooh, with that, I'm going to actually have to go ahead and use up a shield here because Luxray does not like taking damage at all, if at all possible. With that though, we'll go ahead and fire off a Wild Charge their way. Either do good neutral damage, take a shield. We do good neutral damage. I'll take it. And with that, they are swap in for the Alolan Graveler, into which case we're going to swap in for our Hisuian Electrode. Into which case, if I saw that correctly, they're going to be swapping in for their own Hisuian Electrode. Yes, sir. And with that, there's something that just feels right about seeing them in that Hisui outfit, rocking a Hisuian Electrode. I don't know, it's just, I find that amazing. Anyway, perfect synergy right now. With that, they're gonna go ahead and chuck an Energy Ball our way. With that, we got quite a decent chunk of damage there, but we're still hanging on. Then go ahead and fire off another Energy Ball their way. Do we claim the shield? We do claim the shield. Okay. With that, I think I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to my Electrode here. RIP, buddy. You have served well. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Alolan Golem. That they're gonna come in with their own Alolan Graveler, into which case I'm gonna try and tank out whatever move they're throwing away. Is it Stone Edge? Oh no, it's gonna be Rock Blast. Okay, definitely hurts quite a bit, but we're able to survive. We're hanging on, and we are chucking a Stone Edge their way. And yep, that is more than enough to finish off the remainder of the Graveler, and now we just have the rest of the Hisuian Electrode, into which case I believe we should be able to finish them with our Rock Throws. There we go. And with that, the Electrode is out of here, and we are able to secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright. So right now we're off to a solid start once again. We got ourselves 1 win out of 1. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2 in this next match as soon as we're able to find said match. There we go. Alright, and with that, match number 2 is going to be up against LX1505. Excuse me. Alright, LX, so what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against an Electrode. Alrighty, and we're also facing off against the dreaded neutral damage. We're facing off against the dreaded weak connection. There's the sentence I was looking for. With that, we're going to go ahead and fire off a couple of Psychic Fangs their way. Do we also get the neutral damage here, or do we get... Okay, we do. Ooh, with that, they do catch me. They do catch me in mid-switch, so I'm going to have to use my shield here instead. That though, they do swap in for the Alolan Graveler, into which case I'm going to swap in for my Hisuian Electrode. that, let's see if we can tank out this next move. It's going to be Rock Blast, gets us right into the yellow. Not particularly great place to be, but we're hanging in there. We're hanging in there. That will go ahead and fire off an energy ball their way, take out their shield. And with that, we are going to be saying goodbye to our Electrode there. RIP, buddy, have served well. With that, we're going to go ahead and come in with the Alolan Golem. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and shield here. Okay, it's going to be Rock Blast again, so maybe we didn't have to shield, but sometimes, you know, better safe than sorry. In any event, we seem to be trading rocks at the moment. So they threw their Rock Blast, I'll throw mine. And with that, we're able to finish off the remainder of the Graveler. And with that, the next mon that we have to deal with is going to be Lantern. In which case, it probably was not a great idea to start out with Wild Charge, but we got that good neutral damage going, so I'll take that. And I think, unfortunately, that does leave me wide open to a Surf. Yeah, so admittedly, I probably did not play that one out all too well, but you know, we gave it the best shot we could, I guess. But yeah, and any events, RIPs there, but nonetheless, GG's all around. Alrighty, so we are back in the 1 win, 1 loss category. Hopefully this time around we'll be able to kick it up to 2 wins, 1 loss before we start seeing an unfortunate negative trend come out of this. Hopefully it's not a repeat of. If it's a repeat of last time, well, it'd be better than a 1 in 4. Knock on wood, it's not a 1 in 4. But anyway, I mean, I dug myself into a hole there. Let's see if I can dig myself out of that as we move into our next match. So maybe we find another match. Oh, there we go. Alright, with that, match number 3 is going to be up against Daniel, 28 DC. Alright, Daniel, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against a Galvantula. Let's see. That. We'll go ahead and stick it out for now. And go ahead and chuck a Psychic Fang your way. That did some pretty decent neutral damage at the very least. With that, I'm going to go ahead and shield out here because Luxray is a little bit on the fragile side. So I'd rather not take my chances if I have to. That we'll go ahead and fire off another Psychic Fang their way. That we're able to take out a shield. That we're gonna take out, or we're gonna shield out here as well. It's gonna be a lunge, and with that, we're actually gonna go ahead and swap right on out for the Golem, who's able to 2-shot the Galvantula right on out of here. Ooh, with that, the next mon that we do have to deal with is going to be the Lantern. Before we meet our inevitable demise, let's see if we can go ahead and get some decent neutral damage with Rock Blast. Well, we got neutral damage. I don't know if it's decent, but we got neutral damage. And with that, we say goodbye to our I'm blanking out hard. We said goodbye to our Golem there, RIP, buddy. With that, we swap on in for our Hisuian Electrode. In which case, I am now going to fire off a energy ball their way. Take out their last shield. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring back the Luxray. Probably should have fired off the Wild Charge now I think about it. It probably would have been resisted, but I know it does a lot more damage than Psychic Fang ever could. But it's okay, we have 2 Psychic Fangs at the ready. So, I'll say that's better. Better for us, I guess? I don't know. Anyway. So at the very least, we're able to clear out the rest of the Luxray. Now we just have the Lantern to deal with, who is going to be finishing off our Luxray here. RIP, buddy, served well. And with that, ooh, they do have another charge move at the ready. I know it's resisted, but I don't know if we have enough health to survive it. We do, barely. We are just 2 energy short. Just a little bit of energy short from a wild charge there. Major RIPs. So unfortunately, that's going to be a 1 and 2. But we kept it close, so I'll take it. I'll take it. GG's all around. Alright, with that in mind, usually in these particular cases, I find it best to switch out so that way find a little bit of bulk up at the front. This is probably a little bit better than our glass cannon up front, I've noticed. Let's see if that works out for us as we move into match number 4, which is going to be up against Telegram user ID. Wait, what? Alright, well, the Telegram user starting things out with a Hisuian Electrode. Definitely going to want to try and block out their energy ball. I'm assuming they're mainly going to be using their energy ball because, well, it could be a wild charge and dip for all I know. If it's going to be a wild charge, are they going to dip? They do dip. Okay. With that in mind, I'm going to actually go ahead and stick it out with my Alolan Golem. It weirdly works out for me. We'll go ahead and check another Rock Blast. Do we take the shield? We do take the shield. Take that. Thank you. With that, I think at this point we're going to be saying goodbye to our Alolan Golem here. RIP, buddy. You have served well. With that, I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Luxray. Luxray not feeling all too happy about taking those rocks, but we do have enough energy to fire off a Psychic Fang. Yep, and we are able to clear out the Alolan Graveler there. And with that, we are now face to face with a Galvantula. Gotta be a little bit careful here how we proceed. I think right now we're able to outspeed the Galvantula pretty well in terms of charge move usage. I'm going to go ahead and use that to my advantage as much as I possibly can. There we're going to fire off another Psychic Fang. And ooh, looks like this is going to be where it ultimately ends for my Luxray. So RIP's there. But with that, we can go ahead and finish things off with Hisuian Electrode. Ooh, with that they actually do swap out for their own Electrode. Ooh, and with that they actually had another shield. I did not know that. Actually does make things a little bit more concerning, not gonna lie. But they're gonna fire off their own energy ball. Ooh, they actually had 2 energy balls at the ready. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and fire off the energy ball, finish off them, and oh, there we go. The Galvantula has returned, but we do have enough energy for a wild charge, so we'll go ahead and fire that off their way. And with that, we're able to clear the Galvantula and secure ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's, GG's all around. Whew. Scaring me out here. Cutting it close. Oh my goodness. Anyway, we are currently 2 wins, 2 losses. This final match determines if it's a positive or a negative. Hoping for positive as we go against Freaky Wayne for our final match of this set. with that, first matchup is going to be up against a Hisuian Electrode. But I'm assuming we should be seeing a energy ball our way. Yep, there it is. And that. Getting a little bit of extra energy. So might as well go ahead and fire off a Rock Blast their way. And with that, we do take out the rest of the Hisuian Electrodes, so that's kind of nice. And with that. Sorry, excuse me. And with that, we're going to fire off a Rock Blast their way. Ooh. With that, they have gained themselves quite a good amount of energy there. So gotta be a little bit careful. With that, I'm going to bring in the Hisuian Electrode. I'm going to try and tank this out. It might still be Stone Edge, which is going to hurt. It's Rock Blast. We're able to handle that just fine. And with that, I think at this point I'm going to go ahead and shield out here. I'm actually going to go ahead and swap Iron out for the Lux Ray. And with that, they're going to swap out for their Lantern. Okay. This should be interesting. Let's see if I can afford to hit them where it hurts. Okay, with that, maybe saying goodbye to our... Oh, not yet. Not quite yet. We still have one last Psychic Fang in us. We'll fire that off at the very least. I think they're saving all their energy for when Hisuian Electro comes back. Pretty sure that's what's happening. They seem to have possibly disappeared off the face of the earth. I'm not sure. My guy? You good? Well, I'm about to make things rougher, I guess. I think they're gone. Yeah, I don't think they're with us anymore. Well, it's not a particularly great way to secure a victory, but a victory is a victory, I guess. Apologies to them for that one, but prior to what I'm assuming is a leg out, GG's all around. Yeah, not particularly ideal, but well, I guess at the end of the day, a win is a win. And I'm sure there's situations where people are probably capitalized the same way. Not a fun way to win, but it's a way to win, I guess. In any event. Apologies again to that one random person. But in the meantime, we can still claim these rewards here. We got ourselves 900 Stardust, as well as a Citadel Stone and HT. Got that extra candy. Alright. How's your stats? Not bad, but I'm going to transfer you out. That can go ahead and claim these rank rewards, into which case we have clawed our way back up by a little bit to 2172, and we got a cool 4,000 Stardust out of it. Nice. Alright, so again, a rather unfortunate way to close out that one, but I guess to summarize everything that's happened so far, we've started out the night strong with 4 wins out of 5. Tanked a little bit near on set 2, but still got a fairly respectable 2 wins out of 5. And then the most recent one, well, I'm not sure how much I want to count that last win. We did ultimately get ourselves 3 wins out of 5 on that one, so far, so good, I guess, in a way. We are ready to take on the final 2 sets for tonight. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump right on into it. Let's go ahead and jump into basic rewards, jump into the Electric Cup. And starting things out, we have ourselves Lantern, once again in the fray, rocking Water Gun as well as Surf and Thunderbolt. Hanging out in the middle, we have ourselves Raichu, rocking the Ash Ketchum hat, I believe. Rocking Thundershock as well as Brick Break and Skull Bash. And then hanging out on the back, we have ourselves Electrode, rocking Volt Switch as well as Foul Play and Hyper Beam once again. Yeah. Kind of hoping I would be able to do 5 unique teams, but I started running out of electric types that are eligible for this cup. So it's time to recycle some and bring in, you know, like 1 or 2 new ones. But with that, let's go ahead and see how this team fares. Will we stay in the positive like 1 in 3? Are we going into the negative like set 2? One way to find out is to jump into match number 1, which is going to be up against Supigandru. Alright, Super Gundru, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against an Electrode of the Hisuian variety. Definitely a little concerning, and it's definitely warrant of some shield usages here and there. Even if it is Wild Charge, I think it's something that we probably shouldn't want to not tank out. Thank you very much. That though, we'll go ahead and fire off a Surf their way. Should be able to do some pretty decent resistance damage. Or take out their shield. I'll take that too. I'll take that too. With that, at the very least, we do have much better fast move pressure. So I'll take that. With that, I'm going to go ahead and shield out here as well. And it's going to be another Energy Ball. With that, we're going to fire off another Surf their way. Are we going to take out their second shield or do some decent damage? It's going to be their other shield as well. Okay. Ah. I mistimed that. I mistimed that a little bit. I'm probably going to pay the price. This is going to hurt. Oh. Yeah, that one hurt. Alright, but with that, I'm going to go ahead and swap out for my Electrode, my own Electrode. And with that, ooh, they do outspeed me to, I'm assuming this is going to be another, maybe it's Wall Charge. Oh no, they're going for another Energy Ball. Okay. That stuff hurts. With that, I'm going to switch out for the Raichu. Hopefully Raichu is also able to tank out, if by a little bit, the Energy Ball. Oh, it's going to be Wild Charge. Oh yeah, we're definitely hanging ourselves better there. That, they're going to swap in for the Alolan Graveler. Fortunately for us, our Raichu with a hat knows Brick Break. Oh, hiya. Doesn't do much damage, but does a little bit of something. And with that, we return with the Electrode with 1 Foul Play ready to go. Ooh, but with that, they do have 1 final charge move, which I think is going to finish off, excuse me, which is going to be finishing off our Electrode. And unfortunately, starting us off with a loss there. RIPs, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so off to a little bit of a rough start there, but the night is still young, or the set is still young. We still have 4 matches in us. Let's see if we can bounce back, get ourselves a win here to tie up the set as we go into match number 2 against Witness Me 89. Witness. Alright, first matchup is going to be up against a Gravita of the Alolan variety. With that, they've opted to swap in for their Lantern, their own Lantern, into which case I'm going to swap in for my Electrode. With that, I'm going to try and tank out this next move. I'm assuming it's going to be Surf. It is going to be Surf, and we're kind of able to tank it out. Not a whole lot, but we are still kicking, so I'll take it. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off a Foul Play their way. Get some pretty decent neutral damage in. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and use up a shield here. Just because. And with that, we are running a little dangerous here, so I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Foul Play their way and clear out the remainder of the Lantern. And with that, the next one to deal with is going to be their own Electrode of the Hisuian variety. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and do the tried and true, throw more Foul Plays at them. Actually get to another Foul Play before we kick the bucket. Come on! Oh, I got a little greedy. With that, I'm going to go ahead and bring back my Lantern. I will go ahead and shield out this one because Energy Ball hurts. With that, I'm going to go ahead and fire off Surf their way. And that actually doesn't do as much as I hoped. Alright. Well, it is what it is. In any event, we are now face to face once again with the Gravita. Which is, I'll go ahead and chuck a Brick Break. That's some pretty decent super effective damage in there. Unfortunately for us, we do have enough energy for another Brick Break. So let's see if we can. Okay, we do actually take out their second shield there, so that's kind of nice. And with that, I think we will be saying goodbye to our Raichu here. Oh no, we're still kicking. We're still kicking. Oh. Are they still kicking? Oh. Oh, I guess I'm firing. My bad, my bad. I'm starting to feel like they, well, they had the Energy Ball on them anyway, so I think that pretty much seals the deal for me. Oh no. Let them. We might have been able to try and put up a fight, but I also kind of felt like I owed it to them. I don't know. I felt like I cheated. I cheesed a little bit on the Graveler, so I'm willing to give that up. It just didn't feel right, you know. It just didn't feel right. What can I say? Anyway, on that note, we are currently 0 for 2, which tells me it's time to switch it up a little. And I think this time around we're going to be starting out with our Electrode up front and center. We'll keep Raichu in the middle, and we'll have Lantern closing things out. We'll see if that works out better for us as we move into match number 3 of this set, which is going to be up against Owl Thunder DZ. Alright, Owl Thunder, what do you got? First matchup is going to be up against an Alolan Gravita. So we're definitely putting the pressure on with the rock throws, that is for sure. Excuse me. With that though, we can go ahead and start firing off some foul plays their way. We'll get their Graveler well in the yellow there. And with that, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shield out here. It's gonna be Rock Blast. I think we do have foul play up and running, so we'll go ahead and fire that their way. Oh, and with that, Hisuian Electrode has come into play. And with that, we'll go ahead and swap out for our Raichu. And we're going to start chucking some Brick Breaks their way. With that, we're able to get another Brick Break their way. Do we do some more neutral damage, or do we take a shield? I think we take a shield this time. Yes, we do. And with that, I'm going to try and tank it. It's going to be a little risky, but I'm going to try and tank it. It's going to be a wild charge. Oof, gets us well in the yellow there. But we are still kicking. With that, I am going to go ahead and use up my final shield here. It's going to be another wild charge. Okay, with that, let's go ahead and fire off another Brick Break. We're either going to do some good neutral damage or take out the last shield. It's gonna be neutral damage. It is. I'll take it. I'll take it. And with that, we do have Alolan Graveler has returned to play. Go ahead and fire off a Brick Break. Take out their last shield there. And with that, we'll go ahead and bring in the Lantern. In which case, they're bringing in the Alolan Raichu in all of its shiny glory. There we go. Forgot the word shiny. I don't know how I did that. Anyway, with that, what is it they're going to be chucking our way? It's going to be a Grass Knot. Oof. Yikes, that one hurt. That one hurt quite a bit. And with that, we say goodbye there. Bring back Raichu with the hat, who I believe we're going to be saying goodbye to in this moment. R.I.P. Raichu, you have served well. And with that, we just have Electrode, who's able to Volt Switch the Graveler right on out of here. And we're able to secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Excuse me. Alright, so with that, we're still in the negative. We're 1 win, 2 losses. But we do now have an opportunity to tie things back up. So let's see if we do just that as we move into match number 4. And it's Gon Huda Meshi. Alright, Gon Huda, what do you got? First matchup's going to be up against an Alolan Graveler. Seems to be a fairly common starter out here. I can respect it. It's a really solid start, not gonna lie. Got that rock throw damage on point. Anyway, let's go ahead and fire off a foul play their way. With that, I'm actually going to go ahead and swap Ion out for my Alolan, not my Alolan Raichu, my regular Raichu. And I think I'm going to try and see if Raichu's able to tank out at least 1 Rock Blast. Kinda, sort of. Do we have enough in us to get to another Brick Break after this, though? I'm not 100% sure. Can we at least land 1? Nope, nope. Oh, they actually took out both of their shields, though, so that's kind of nice. Alright, with that... Okay. Well, we wouldn't have been able to do much damage with Brick Break, but we do have Skull Bash on us. Let's see if that gets us some good damage. Yes, it does. And it raises my defense, too. How do you like them apples? Alright, with that... we're going to be saying goodbye to our Alolan Raichu here. R.I.P. buddy, you have served well. And with that, let's just get the countdown lowered by a little bit. There we go. I will go ahead and shield out here just in case they have enough to play rough. That's going to be another discharge. Okay. You don't have to worry there. That's good. Okay, with that. Alright, the Alolan Graveler has returned to the field. And I think I'm going to go ahead and shield out here. I'm going to shield here. Ooh, because we did CMP and tie on that one. Okay. I'm wondering about that. Okay, we're going to swap out for our Lantern, into which case they're now face to face with their own Electrode. Alright, pressure's on this one. With that, I'm assuming we're going to be seeing a foul play in our near future. Yep, it's going to be foul play. Hurts a little bit, but we're hanging in there just fine. And with that, we're able to water gun the Electrode right on out of here. And we do have enough energy for Surf. So with that, we're able to... With this, we are, yep, closing out the Alolan Graveler. Securing ourselves victory number 2 of this set. GG's. GG's all around. Alright, so with that said, we are now currently 2 wins, 2 losses. Once again, the deciding point of whether or not we're raising or lowering our ELO is all dependent on this final match. Will we make it? Will we break it? What does that even mean? I don't even know. Maybe we'll find the meaning of it as we eventually find ourselves our final opponent of match number 4, of set number 4. And this match is going to be Omar MQ14. Excuse me. Alright, Omar, we're just starting out with a Galvantula. Okay. We should be able to pack some pretty good neutral damage their way. I believe they're going to be chucking a lunge at us. I'm going to go ahead and try and see if we can survive that. I'm assuming so. Barely, but yes. Unfortunately, we do lose a little bit of our health there. Not health. We did lose a good chunk of our health there. We did lose a little bit of attack power there. It's rather unfortunate. You know, it is what it is. With that though, I think I will actually be saying goodbye to our Electrode here. RIP, buddy, you've served well. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and come right on in with the Lantern. I believe, yep, is able to water gun the Galvantula right on out of here. And with that though, the next mon that we have to deal with is going to be the Hisuian Electrode. That, we'll go ahead and fire off the Surf their way, take out their shield, and with that, I'm going to come in with the Raichu. Unfortunately, I do believe we if that's any indication, we should be able to outspeed the Electrode to our charge moves at the very least. With that, I'm going to risk it all. It's going to be Wild Charge. I think that's going to get us right into the yellow there. Yep. With that, the final mon that they're throwing our way is going to be Luxray, who is hitting us hard with the hidden power. What that hidden power is, I'm not sure. I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. And with that, we're going to go ahead and shield out here. My headset is falling off my face. Okay, anyway. This hidden power is working hard for their favor. With another Psychic Fangs. Maybe the farming wasn't the best idea. I think the farming wasn't a good idea. Ooh, it really wasn't a good idea because they have Energy Ball at the ready, or Wild Charge. So RIP's there. Yep, it's gonna be Wild Charge. We'll just finish off our Lantern. Unfortunately, RIPs. We are once again in a negative set. So We did attempt to make a really good comeback, though, so I'll give a credit where credit is due, I guess. But yeah, unfortunately, we just weren't able to close it out there. So RIPs, but again, GG's all around. And so with that, we can go ahead and claim this 900 Stardust as well as this Charge TM. And with that, unfortunately, we do dip back down to 2155, but we do get a cool 3750 Stardust out of it, so... And I'll take it, Alright, so final recap of the night, or second to last recap of the night. Started out strong with 4 wins out of 5. Second set, we dipped a little with 2 wins out of 5. Still respectable, but not as great as we would like. Third one, we did get 3 wins out of 5. The last match, I'm not sure how much I count because it's most likely due to lag. And then finally, fourth, the most recent set, once again, we kind of dipped into the negative there with 2 wins out of 5. Still something I find respectable, but unfortunately didn't quite close out the way I would have liked. But anyway, we are now down to our final set of the night. Make sure my headset is properly tied down to this Magikarp. Anyway, one last set. Let's hydrate before we start. There we go. Okay. With this last team, we'll jump into basic rewards, jump into Electric Carp, and this time around we're going to be starting out with a Lowland Golem hanging on the front with Rock Throw as well as Rock Blast and Stone Edge. In the middle we have Galvantula with Fury Cutter, Lunge, and Energy Ball. And in the back we have ourselves Raikou rocking Thunder Shock and Shadow Ball, if I'm remembering correctly. So this is the team. Let's see how they do. Alright, with that, first match of this final set is going to be against Jazz 1-1. Yes. Alright, with that, first matchup is going to be up against a Raichu. And with that, oh, it's going to be a Raichu Rockin' Charm. Definitely was not expecting that today. Here we are. Alright, kicking things off by chucking some rocks their way. And with that, we are actually able to beat the Raichu in that particular case. Ooh, but with that, we pretty much lost, immediately lost our Golem there to the Hisuian Electrode. RIPs there. But with that, I am going to start using up my shields here because Galvantula is a bit of a glass cannon, so rather not take that chance if I don't have to. In any event, the final mon that we have to deal with is going to be a Luxray, into which case I've swapped out, or I've opted to swap out for my Raikou. Now I'm going to try and see if I can tank out this next move. Psychic Fangs, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine, maybe a bit of a stretch, but I think we're okay. Anyway, we'll go ahead and chuck a Shadow Ball their way. They do decide to shield that one out. With that, do I get to another Shadow Ball before... Ooh, I do! Before my inevitable demise. Here comes the Shadow Ball. And with that, we've finished off the Luxray. And with that, Electrode once again clearing out my... Well, now clearing out my Raikou there. So with that, fire off a Lunge, one-shot the Hisuian Electrode, and secure ourselves victory number 1 of this set. GG's all around. And with this win comes a brand new day, now that it is midnight here. We get new field research as well, so I'll take it. Excuse me. Alright, so managed to secure ourselves 1 win out of 1. Can we go 2 for 2 with this next match, I wonder? Only one way to find out. There we go. And we got ourselves match number 2, which is going to be this Wizard Lord of HB. I don't know what HB is, but let's see what you got, Wizard Lord. First matchup is going to be up against a Togedemaru. And in this case, we're not being very effective, but I think neither are they, so we're good in that regard. Let's see if we can tank out this next one. I'm assuming they're rechecking Felsinger, but it could be Gyro Ball. Nope, it's going to be Felsinger. Hurts a little bit, but it's not too bad. With that, we're going to go ahead and chuck some rocks their way. Do they tank it or do they shield it? They decide to tank it. That's fair. I probably would too, honestly. With that, I think I'm going to try and tank this one too. Oh, it's going to be Wild Charge. Ooh, they one-shotted me right out of there. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Raikou for this one. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and shield out here, just in case they're going for the Wild Charge once again. It is Wild Charge once again. Oh my goodness. Alright, but with that, we're able to Thunder Shock the rest of the Togedemaru right on out of here. And with that, the next mon that we have to deal with is going to be the Alolan Graveler. Okay. Alright, so the rocks are definitely hurting quite a bit, not gonna lie. And with that, we can go ahead and launch another Shadow Ball their way. Can we get to... I'm gonna shoot here. I have high faith. Oh. With that, they've swapped out for what I believe is a Lantern. Who's going to be tanking out this Shadow Ball. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Galvantula. With that, we're going to be trying to tank out a Surf. It's definitely going to hurt quite a bit, but I think we'll be okay. Okay. Trying to gather energy was a mistake. I see that now. Yeah, I think we're just going to get one and done by the rocks. Yep. And I think we're going to get one and done by the rocks again. Yep. As much as I was hoping to try and double charge there, unfortunately, they got to me. They got me. I'll admit, they got me. I probably would have had a little bit of an easier time dealing with the rocks instead, but I guess it's as good as mine how that would have played out. Probably not well, but you never know. Anyway, RIPs, but GG's. GG's all around. Alright. So with that, we are currently sitting at 1 win, 1 loss, all tied up. Let's see if we can charge it back up, if you will, back to in our favor with 2 wins, 1 loss, as we look for match number 3. Or we found match number 3 against Luis EPB. Excuse me again. Alright, Luis, what do you got? Ooh, excuse me. Alright. First matchup is going to be up against a Lantern, into which case I'm actually going to swap out for Maraiko, into which case they swap out for their Raichu, also rocking Charm. Maybe I was using the wrong move on my Raichu this entire time. Who knows? Excuse me. And in any event, right now we are currently suffering some pretty nasty damage from Charm right now. I think with that, I will actually go ahead and say goodbye to my Raikou here. RIP, buddy, you have served well. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring back the Golem. This might be a bit of a mistake. I'm not 100% sure. But here's hoping for good things. Here's hoping for good things. With that, we'll go ahead and fire off Rock Blast. Get the Alolan Raichu, or get the regular Raichu right on out of here. That. I'm gonna swap back in for their Lantern, into which case I'm gonna swap in for my Galvantula. Which case I am gonna go ahead and shield out here because Galvantula is a glass cannon that I do not want to get damaged as much as possible. Thank you very much. No, I'm gonna shield it. I'm gonna shield it. There's another lunge that we can fire off their way, so we can go ahead and fire that. Ooh, and with that we actually cleared the shield there. I see why. And with that we ultimately say goodbye to our Galvantula here. RIP, buddy, you have served well. Final mon that we have to deal with on their end is going to be a Hisuian Electrode. Ooh, yep, does look like they got to the energy ball in time. So unfortunately, we are going to be saying goodbye to our golem here. RIP, buddy. And with that, we do get ourselves our second loss of this set. RIPs, but nonetheless, GG's. GG's all around. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, so right now we are currently in the negative with 2 wins, 1 loss. Let's see if we can tie it back up as we move into match number 4 with VP Wall. Alright, VP Wall, what do you got? First matchup's going to be up against a Togedemaru. Togedemaru. It's a very fun name to say, I'm not going to lie to you. Judging by the speed of that, I'm assuming they're going to be hitting us with the Fell Stinger. Indeed. Gonna be gaining a little bit of a boost to their attack there. And with that, we'll go ahead and chuck a rock their way. Get them well into the yellow. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and shield out here, just in case they're going for the wild charge. Yep, it is gonna be the wild charge. Learned my lesson from last time. Dang it. That they've brought in the Manectric, into which case I'm throwing a rock their way. And with that, I think I'm going to try and tank this out. Overheat, not very effective, but still does packs quite a good chunk of damage there, not gonna lie. With that, I'm assuming this one's going to be Psychic Fang. I highly doubt they had enough for 2 overheats. Yep. Do lose a little bit of my defense there, which is a little tad bit concerning, but we're managing to hang in there. That'll fire off the Shadow Ball, clear out the Manectric. And now we are currently going to face off against a Galvantula. Okay, with that, I'm going to go ahead and use up my shield here to fire off Shadow Ball your way, which I'm assuming is going to force your final shield out. Assuming. Okay, and with that, I'm going to swap in from my own Galvantula. And with that, I'm assuming they're going to be hitting us with Lunge. Hopefully it's not a one and done against us. No, but it gets us well into the red. And with that, we'll go ahead and fire off a lunge their way. And with that, I believe we clear out the Togedemaru. RIP Togedemaru. And with that, ooh, unfortunately, we do lose the Galvantula. And I think they're going to lunge my Raikou right on out of here. Ooh, major RIPs there. So with that, unfortunately, I think we are looking at a 1 and 3. Ugh, not a good place to be. Not a good place to be at all. But besides the major RIPs, GG's all around. Alright. As a final Hail Mary attempt, we're going to start with the Galvantula instead. I'm not sure if it's going to work out all too much in our favor, but you never know. One final change in us. We're looking at a negative set either way, but can we at the very least get 2 wins out of it? Only one way to find out, as our final match is going to be against Maki Saito. Alright, with that, Mackey's going to be starting out with an Alolan Kadabra, which is I'm going to swap out right back in for my Alolan Golem. And with that, we're going to go ahead and blast some rocks their way. Pretty sure it's not going to kill, but should do some decent damage. Or take out their shield. I'll take that. That. I'm going to go ahead and shield out here. It could be possible that's a double rock blast, into which case, well, that'd be unfortunate, but so is that double knockout, so I'll take that. And with that, I will go ahead and bring back Galvantula. Be up against their Golem. Oh, buddy. They double rocked me. He double rocked me. And with that, we're just gonna go ahead and chuck a lunge their way. Kind of hope for the best. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and swap right on in for my Raikou. Into which case, I'm gonna go ahead and shield out here, just because I'd rather not take the chance with the Rock Blast. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, I think we've done enough. Let's go ahead and fire off a Shadow Ball their way and hope it one and dones. Yes, it does. And with that, the final mon that we have to deal with is going to be an Alolan Raichu. And fortunately, we have just the thing for Alolan Raichu. That is a Shadow Ball. Heyo. Alright, so it took a little bit of work there. Definitely had the odds against our favor there with the double rock against our Galvantula. But we managed to secure ourselves at least one more win in this set. GG's. GG's all around. Okay, so with that, while we did end on a positive note with a win, unfortunately we only got 2 wins out of 5, so we're gonna see our ELO drop a little bit. It's rather unfortunate, but we can still claim this 900 Stardust as well as this Sinnoh Stone, and unfortunately we're gonna be ending the night at 2142. We still get 3750 Stardust out of it, and I do believe it's still higher than when we started, so I'll take that. Yeah, there we have it. And with that, yes, ultimately to round everything off, we were able to start out the night very strong with a positive 4 wins out of 5. We dipped a little into the negative first in set number 2 with 2 wins out of 5. Still fairly respectable, but could have been better. Speaking of a little bit better, we got ourselves 3 wins out of 5 in set 3. Again, the last match kind of ended with I think our opponents legging out, so I don't know how much I want to count that win, but a positive set is a positive set, I guess. And then finally for sets 4 and 5, we were unfortunately not able to close it out with a win there, with 2 wins out of 5 for both of those sets. So yeah, all in all, kind of hanged in the middle for the most part with our experience in the Electric Cup. Definitely will try out the set number 1 team a little bit more, just to see if we're able to keep that consistent, or if we just kind of got lucky in the first time around. But yeah, in any event, that pretty much does it for this stream. Thank you very much to all of you who tuned into this one. Thank you very much to Cosmic14x for following, as well as to TwitchRob13 for both following and chatting it up for a little bit. Always appreciated. But yeah, if you do want to catch future streams, you can always follow us here on Twitch, and you can also subscribe to us on YouTube. We do stream there occasionally. If you do want to check out any of the previous Twitch exclusive streams, you can check out the VODs of those over on our sister channel, Voyage Archives. Admittedly, I do have to catch up on editing a lot of those, but eventually it'll be a proper archive for our Twitch streams. But beyond that, if you do also want to find other ways to keep up with our stream schedules, as well as just check out our daily happenings, you can always follow us on our social media pages, Twitter and Instagram at Voyaging Trainer. Once again, thank you very much to all of you who tuned into this stream, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you.